it's not going to shock you. I'm going to talk about two things. The first thing is reusability. We had a historic launch last week, actually a relaunch last week, of a rocket that served a purpose last year to deliver a cargo Dragon capsule to orbit. We landed it, refurbished it, and reflew it last week for the SES-10 mission. Really excited about it. It was historic. Thank you. Yeah, and you know, I have to thank the 6,000 men and women at SpaceX and all our partners that made that happen. I think it ushers in a new era for all of us. Lots more enterprise in space, lots more interesting things to do. So I want to talk a little bit about kind of the thinking that's gone on with respect to reusability. Arthur C. Clarke had an incredible quote, which someone sent me last week after that launch. Every revolutionary idea seems to evoke 3 stages of reaction. It's completely impossible. We've heard that for 15 years. It's possible but not worth doing. We're still hearing that a little bit. But we're also starting to hear, I said it was a good idea all along. And I thought that that particular quote from Sir Clarke was really fascinating and very appropriate. So I'm going to walk you through a little bit of the journey that we've had with respect to reusability. First, I want to talk about why in the world would we do this? It's taken us 15 years of SpaceX being in business, launching rockets to get this right. It's a lot of work. But the only way we're going to be exploring the solar system and being able to return, going to other planets and being able to return, is if these systems are reusable. Otherwise, they're one-way trips. Or they're one-way trips for the decades while the civilization on Mars learns how to build rockets from scratch there. So, which, you know, and if you go to Mars and you don't like it, it would be great if you could come back right away, not decades later after you learn how to build a rocket there. So that's key. But for our nominal customers that were taking their precious payloads into space, the rocket is far more robust when it knows how to come back and can survive the reentry and the landing and the reflying. So from a reliability perspective, it's also enormously helpful for the industry. We get the hardware back, we get to inspect it, we get to upgrade it based on anything we see. So it's really a tremendous capability, and I highly recommend it for all of you. So I'm going to show you a video of our first attempt of landing a rocket. I love that video. People are surprised that I show it. Actually, can we do it? Is there any way to show that one more time, in case anyone missed that? There we go. Rocket crashing into the drone ship. Take 2. So the reason why I love that video is because that's the first time that we were able to bring a rocket back, and we hit the target. We didn't land on the target, but we hit it. And I was in the control center, and the engineers looked kind of horrified when we finally got that video back. And I was jumping up and down and cheering. We hit the target. You know, it's this little bitty postage stamp size boat in the middle of the ocean, and we hit it on the first go. I was extremely pleased with that, which made the engineers in the room feel much better as well. So now I'm going to show you as if you were on the rocket and landing on a drone ship. It's sped up a little bit. This is the vehicle flying back, re-entering. And landing, which was great. That was not the first time we landed on the drone ship. Oh, yay, yay, go rocket. Now I'm going to show you the video of the historic launch that we had last week. It starts out with its initial mission, goes on to its follow-on. So I hope you all are thinking about your tickets to Mars. So on a different subject, as a female leader in the industry, I wanted to point out, I said 2 quotes. The first one was from Sir Arthur C. Clarke, and the second one is from Bella Abzug, who, for those of you that don't know, was a member of the House of Representatives a few decades ago. An incredible woman, a leader, an activist, a vocal voice for the downtrodden and the underrepresented. And this is one of my favorite quotes. I don't use my Facebook page, I have one, but this is the quote on my Facebook page. Our struggle today is not to have a female Einstein get appointed as an assistant professor. It's for a woman Schlemiel to get as quickly promoted as a male Schlemiel. So I just want you to think about female leaders, wonderful, we're making great progress, but that's not the end game, right? I drove here, well, I didn't drive here, I had a cab driver take me from the airport last night, African-American woman, raising 6 kids as a single mom. And she said, the only way women make it in this world is if they're 200 times better than the men. So I just want you to think about that. Thanks very much. Well, I'll take some questions.